Ray's my name and recycling's my game. I work in the City of Ventura Public Works Department, Environmental Services Office. Yeah, we're the ones that manage the city's recycling program. It was 5 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, so I thought I would spend a few moments at the end of a work week to reflect on Ventura's successes in recycling. The latest data showed that Ventura's residents and businesses were diverting more than 60% of their waste from landfill disposal. Not bad when you consider that the state requires a diversion rate of only 50%. Most knew that the city's Environmental Services Office was available to help set up recycling programs at their business or schools, or give free presentations about recycling and other environmental awareness programs to classes or organizations. Yeah, we'd also set up recycling containers all over the city to make recycling even easier. But even with all the outreach we've done, I still knew there were people out there that needed more help recycling. Just as I was pondering that thought, she walked in. Of all the recycling offices in this world, she had to walk into mine. She stood there like a siren at a 3-alarm fire. I could have sworn that the mercury in the office thermometer was dancing a jig, or maybe that was just the old heater playing tricks on me again. I just knew that whatever it was she was selling, I was ready to buy.
Pretty swanky office you got here, big boy. Problem I think you can help me with, Copper.
Well, actually, ma'am, I'm not really a law enforcement officer. I'm a recycling specialist with the City of Ventura's Environmental Services Office. You see, it's within a division of the Public Works Department.
Look, Flatfoot, I need to recycle these cans and bottles, and I can't because someone stole my recycling bin right off my front curb.
Well, I think I can help you out with this. You see, these are all CRV value containers, and you don't even really need your Harrison Blue recycling cart to recycle all these. You could take them in at any one of Ventura's half-dozen buyback centers and receive cash back for those. And if you don't know the recycling center that's nearest you, you simply call 1-800-RECYCLE. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you haven't seen the ads. We've had them in all the local newspapers about that 1-800-RECYCLE. Well, we kind of thought of a funny little catchphrase we use in our ads. It goes like this. Ventura has a crush on recycling. Cash in on it. It's kind of a funny playing the word crush.
Look, Gumshoe, quit playing games with me. I want my recycling bin back.
She gripped me tighter than a hydraulic arm on a Harrison trash truck grips a green cart on trash collection day. Although I was no cart of trash, I was a man whose nerve was being tested by her steely will. I felt the pressure of her grip tighten as it seemed the heat in my office ratcheted up yet a few more notches. I could feel the steamy sweat dripping down my collar like storm water running untreated into the ocean down a storm drain after a brief Ventura rainstorm. Finally, it was me who broke as I realized that I better help this lady get what she wanted. After all, that's a $20 tie. Okay. You win. I'll help you find your missing recycling cart, okay? Oh, boy. I had a beautiful weekend planned. Anyway, all right, let's begin with a description of the missing recycling cart.
Well, it's about 3 feet tall, plastic, blue, pretty color. In fact, I have a picture of it right here.
As I examined her photo of the blue recycling cart, I had a strange feeling that I'd seen it all before, like in a bad dream while sleeping on a hard mattress. I just knew that I needed to help this lady find her missing recycling container. So I decided the first thing I should do is pay her neighborhood a friendly little visit. I began my investigation in a part of town I normally don't stray into, with stores that have colorful names like Red Barn Market, Peepo's Restaurant, Django's, and D&J Recycling, one of Ventura's half-dozen buyback recycling centers. As I was enjoying the unique flavor of this part of Ventura, it wasn't long before I saw something suspicious. A suspect removing something from one of the Harrison residential yard waste recycling carts. His suspicious behavior made him stand out like styrofoam in a recycling bin, which, by the way, is one of the most common contaminants residents throw into the recycling containers. This just had to be the guy I was looking for. Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar at all with the whereabouts of this missing recycling cart?
Nope, never seen it before in my life.
Well, is this your yard waste recycling container?
Well, as a matter of fact, no. Belongs to my neighbor. He's given me permission to use this anytime I need to. See all these beautiful grass clippings in here? The poor guy, he's just not real smart. Mows his lawn every week, puts all the grass clippings in here. Now Harrison Company will come and get them. They'll turn them into mulch and soil amendments and stuff, but I'm smart. So I come over and I get his clippings, and I use them for myself.
All right, what do you do with these clippings that you take out of your neighbor's
Well,
bin?
I went to a free composting workshop given by the city of Ventura, and they taught me how to use grass clippings and leaves and kitchen scraps and turn them into compost. Now that's rich, dark brown soil and dirt, and I use that in my garden, and I grow the best kind of stuff. Oh yeah, very simple to do.
Now,
Yeah.
what about you must have your own yard grass clippings. Don't you have too much to compost?
Oh, no. Works out really good, okay? This stuff, I use compost. I use as mulch around in different places. But my own lawn, I grass cycle, okay? City of Ventura's got some information about that too. What that means is when you cut the grass, you just let it fall back down, right on the grass. It goes down into the grass, it rots away, it decomposes, it puts nitrogen and other nutrients in the lawn. The funny thing is, my poor neighbor over here, he catches all this grass and he gives it to me, and I use his grass in my garden, and his lawn, he's got to go buy fertilizer to put on that thing, and my lawn looks better than his, and it's cheaper to boot. So I'm coming out ahead on this, you know?
Yeah.
So what's with this container thing?
Oh, well, I'm just, gathering some information.
Oh,
but, hey,
okay.
I appreciate all this information
Hey,
that you've
you know,
given me.
City of Ventura, man, they got this down. You know, call them. They'll tell you all the things you need to know.
Well, hey, thanks for all the information.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Thanks for your help. And
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank
Okay?
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll stay out here a little bit longer and
Okay.
Maybe get some more information.
Okay, well, I'm just taking this out to the back.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Thanks. Well, maybe I lost a suspect, but I certainly gained a greater appreciation of grass clippings. I found out that they are actually reservoirs of nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. All of those are vital for plant growth. I realized that his neighbor who bagged the grass was robbing his yard of nutrients every time he mowed his lawn. By leaving the grass clippings on the lawn instead, the lawn is actually fertilized every time it's mowed.
Sorry, baby, that grass is already spoken for. You have to fight my neighbor for it.
Oh, no, actually, I was just looking, your neighbor and I were... actually, I'm in this neighborhood because I'm investigating a very important case. There's something missing. This recycling bin. Have you seen it?
Well, it does look familiar, but I can't say for sure.
Well, how about all those cans and bottles? Or you gonna recycle those in your blue recycling cart?
No, I recycle my own bottles and cans. You know, this bag here is worth nearly $5. That's right, $5.
Oh, wow.
This bottle alone is worth 8 cents. Look on the side. See here on the label where it says California Redemption Value or CRV?
Oh, yeah.
You take this down to one of Ventura's buyback recycling centers, and they get the cash back for you. And to find the one closest to you, all you have to do is dial 1-800-RECYCLE.
So you say that bag is worth $5?
$5. You know what you can get for $5 these days? I could take my girl to see The Big Sleep with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Stop at the Copacabana, have a couple of drinks, do a little dancing, you know. Or I could hire a couple of guys to come by here and teach strangers not to go prowling through people's valuables.
Well, thank you, sir. You've given me a lot of good information. If you don't mind, I'll let you recycle those cans and bottles, and I'll be on my way.
That would be best. Tangerine, she is all that.
Hey, hey, man. I heard you was looking for like some guy that stole a recycling bin. Is that true?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was. You have some information that might be able to help me out here?
Well, I think I do. You know, it was well, last night I thought I saw this dude that was stealing the recycle bin. It was it was really dark out, and I wasn't sure if I got a good glimpse of him or description, but he's really big guy, huge, and I think he's about 7 foot tall, probably 8 foot tall, and really ugly, and he had these like really hairy knuckles, and they dragged on the ground, man, and it was I don't know, you know what? I think this guy was such a tough-looking hombre. I thought I was a tough-looking hombre, but this guy was really tough, and I would advise you to just to stay in your office and not try to track this guy down, because this guy was a monster, man, and I just think you should just forget about all this recycling bin missing stuff and just stay in your office and just do what you do and just keep yourself away, man. You understand? You gotta. This guy's a monster, man. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for this guy. If you do, meet with this guy, he's gonna tear you up. He's gonna hurt you, and he's gonna take your hat, your nice fedora hat, and he's gonna stomp on it. And your
As the Roughneck's descriptions got wilder and wilder, I realized that this guy's information was about as worthless as a plastic container without CRV value. Any beverage container stamped with CRV or California redemption value can be redeemed for cash at a buyback recycling center or simply be tossed in the recycling bin. Anyway, I figured I had wasted enough time with this roughneck and decided what I really needed to do was to go back to the scene of the crime. The lady's home where the recycling container was first discovered missing. Well, thank you, ma'am, for agreeing to meet with me to reenact the circumstances that led up to the disappearing of your blue recycling cart. Now, your neighbor was gracious enough to allow us to borrow his recycling container, so I set him up exactly as you described to me the night before you discovered that yours was missing. So what I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, is to go through everything you did that night.
Well, the night before my recycle cart was to be picked up by Harrison, I put all the things that need to go inside the recycle bin, such as my paper, white paper, junk mail in a plastic bag, my newspapers in a paper bag, and my cardboard egg cartons inside here. I put in my aerosol light cream container that was empty, the cereal boxes with the inserts out, and cans, aluminum can, foil, glass, of course, beverage containers, and when it comes to plastic, I made sure that it was a 1 or 2, and it goes in the blue, and it has a California redemption value as well. Things that do not go in the recycle bin are my things that are film, plastic. The bubble wrap does not go in my bin. The light bulbs do not go in the bin. Any type of vanilla or any type of yogurt containers, plastic, film, and of course, the styrofoam does not go in the bin. And that's what I did. I know that's a lot to remember. So the city of Ventura has a magnet that can be used, and it's got all the things that can go inside the bin. and I keep that in my refrigerator magnet from the Environmental Services Department gave that to me. And the Harrison bill on the back has all the things that can go in the bin.
Well, great, man. Boy, this has been a lot of information. If you don't mind, I think I'm going to stay out here just a little bit longer and take some measurements and get some other data that might help me to solve this mysterious case.
Well, that's fine. I'll be in the house if you need anything. Thank you very much.
What?
Hi, Sonny. I wanted to talk to you. But, excuse me. I don't even have my false teeth in yet.
Ma'am, excuse me. I'm investigating a case. What? Are you?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, now I can speak better. Anyway, I heard that you're concerned. You heard about somebody having their recycling bin stolen in this area?
Well, yeah, matter of fact, that's the case I'm investigating. You see, somebody stole this lady's recycling container, and why, do you have some information that might be able to help me out?
Well, this particular lady, I'm sure she misplaced her recycling bin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a lady, because she doesn't know anything about trash. Oh no, she doesn't know anything.
Well, let's.
So she leaves her bins out. So no, it's a wonder. No wonder somebody she misplaced it. She didn't even care about her cans.
Well, wait a minute. Let me back up here. Why? Are you some kind of trash expert or something here? Or?
Oh, you bet I am.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
How?
I happen to be an expert in the field of trash. I work at the trash in the trash science department at the Institute of Trashology.
Oh, really? Trashology?
Well, that's an antiquated term. I'm an antique myself, but actually, it's called refusology nowadays. Yeah.
Well, ma'am, I have a lot of work. You said you had some information. You think this lady misplaced her trash bin? I wonder, or a recycle bin. I wonder if you can get back to that. What makes you think that the lady doesn't know enough about recycling and trash?
Well, for one thing, these cans. See, Sonny, these cans are they're too close together.
Yes. So
they need to be at least 2 to 3 feet apart from each other, so the claw of the garbage truck can go around them and pick them up and put them on the truck.
Oh.
If they're this close together, the arm can't get around them, and so the trash just stays here. Because they're not going to pick them up.
Okay.
And another thing is, speaking of 2 to 3 feet, the can should be 2 to 3 feet away from objects like cars and other things too.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, people have to remember that about the 2 or 3 feet apart from each other.
All right.
And let's see. Well, and another thing, this is not right. You can't have these things so open like this. This is too full of trash. Too full.
Okay.
And when it's packed this heavy, it's the arm. If somebody can't lift it, you certainly know that arm of the garbage truck isn't going to be able to lift it because it could break it and damage it if it's too heavy.
Oh, I see. So and this is too heavy. It's too overfull, and the cause would have a hard time lifting. I'm starting to understand.
Well, especially when it's turned upside down. Some stuff, garbage may not even come out. It'll just be so packed in there.
Okay.
So anyway.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss. Your information has been very helpful. You know, I still have some more work to do. I have to take some photographs of the recycling bin and
Right,
some other
okay.
things. So,
I just wanted to tell you one more thing that I'm sure she misplaced it. I know this particular woman misplaced it. And-
yeah, you've told me that several times, miss.
Oh, all right, all right.
I wrote it down right here.
Okay, I want you to know that now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks again. I appreciate it.
You bet. Okay, bye-bye.
I had to admit, even though this lady was full of more hot air than a Santa Ana wind in the middle of a Ventura winter, she certainly did know quite a lot about our city's trash and recycling collection system. But I didn't buy her theory that my client misplaced her recycling container. There was still something more I was missing to solve this case. And that something soon arrived in the form of a classic 1947 Plymouth, a car whose tagline is, "If you want a real great car, buy a Plymouth."
I understand you're looking for a guy that stole this lady's recycling cart, Flapfoot. Now listen up, sweetheart. The guy you gotta see is Godfather Recycling. He lives down on the other side of the street, 2 doors down the left. You better go see him, copper. Good luck, copper.
Well, no, wait a minute. No, I'm not a sweetheart. I'm not a copper. I'm not a flatfoot. I'm a recycling specialist. So anyway, I finally found my way down the dirt road that led off the main road to the Godfather's place, and as I made my way there, I reflected on how this neighborhood had more Looney Tunes than a Warner Brothers. First, there was a crazy roughneck, and then that odd teacher of trashology, and now a beatnik?
Hey, man, I sense that you're looking for that freaky Godfather dude.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am looking for the Godfather dude.
Well, I tell you, man, I think fate has brought you to me, so I could save you from that freaky Godfather dude.
Oh boy, here we go again.
No, really.
Hey,
No, I'm here to warn you. You need to stay away from that freaky Godfather dude. Hey, wait. I even wrote a poem about it.
no, I don't have time.
No, really. Just listen to my poem, okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Excuse me. Listen, man, this is really good work. Okay?
Okay.
That freaky recycling Godfather dude. Wow, man. That freaky recycling Godfather dude. What in the world is that dude up to? He's freaky, man. And cranky, too. He's scary, man. That freaky dude. So watch out for the crazy, scary, crazy, freaky, crazy, scary, recycling Godfather dude.
Okay, great. Oh, thank you very much. See, look, I have to get...
Wait, no. Just please hold, no. Just, I'm here to save you. You don't want to go see that freaky Godfather dude, man. No, you don't understand, man. Please, no, you can't go see that freaky dude.
This guy was annoying, like a hornet caught in my suspenders. It just wouldn't go away. But the more he tried to deter me from seeing the freaky Godfather recycling dude, the more determined I became to speak with the Godfather. Finally, after some more bad poetry, I made it past the beatnik and finally to the man I needed to talk with, the man who had the key to solving this whole convoluted, mixed-up mystery, the Godfather of recycling.
Sit down, son, sit down. I know why you're here. I know why you've been snooping around the neighborhood. I know you're a recycling specialist.
Oh, thank you, Godfather. You're the first one that said that all day.
And I know who took that missing recycling cart. But first, I want to tell you about me and my family and how important recycling is to us. My family and mi famiglia, we are people of respect and honor. We believe in honoring Mother Earth. When you recycle, you keep her air clean, you keep her water clean, You save on natural resources, and you save our forests. That respects Mother Earth, and we believe that's very important. I tried to raise my nephew to be a good recycler, but I'm afraid I taught him too well. It began when he started taking recycling a bit too far. He started placing recycling above societal rules, where the ends justify the means. He started rummaging through the neighbors' trash cans, looking for materials that should have been recycled that were being thrown away. Now that's a noble intention, yes, but it's wrong. It's wrong to rummage through your neighbor's trash cans. It's disrespectful, and it's against city code. Well, after a couple of times, the neighbors caught him rummaging through their trash cans. He starts wearing disguises so they wouldn't recognize him. He starts wearing this goofy-looking stuff here. Never seen anything so dumb in all my life.
As a godfather droned on like a broken stereo in a Ventura thrift store, the pieces of this mixed-up puzzle began to fall together. A nephew who was an over-the-top recycler, the kid who would break societal rules to recycle just one more can. The crazy roughneck who told me some cockamamie story about an 8-foot Yeti who steals recycling cans. An oddball lady who claimed she taught something called trashology. And a beatnik who wrote terrible poetry. All with their crazy stories, all trying to derail my investigation like the 10 a.m. Ventura Amtrak Express barreling down a set of warped rails. The realization finally lit up in my mind like a 100-watt light bulb in a cold, dark prison cell. The nephew, the roughneck, the trash lady, the beatnik, they were all one and the same, the guy I was looking for. I had solved the case of the missing recycling cart.
Shut the seat! Our blue recycling cart couldn't handle all of our recycling materials, so we took the ladies across the street to make sure that all of our materials would get recycled.
Oh, brother, this has got to be the craziest, most cockamamie, convoluted case I've ever been mixed up in. You know, Godfather, the thing that surprises me most, though, about this whole thing is that you and your nephew here weren't aware of a much simpler alternative.
What's that?
Well,
What's that?
all you had to do if you didn't have enough recycling capacity with your current recycling container, all you had to do is call E.J. Harrison and Sons at 647-1414. Yeah, for a slight additional monthly charge, they would have either swapped out your current blue recycling container for a larger one, or they would have delivered you a second additional recycling container. Just one phone call. It was that simple.
I just got one more thing to say. When you recycle, you clean up the air, you clean up the waters, you save natural resources, and you save our forests. So I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Respect Mother Earth. Recycle.
Yeah, I tell you, he almost fooled me with that batty beatnik outfit, but I saw right through that, too.
Well, you sure did a marvelous job solving the case of the missing recycling cart, Mr. Recycling Specialist. Now, what was that silly little saying that you had about having a crush on recycling?
Hear us